In today's video, we are going to solve another SQL practice question where the problem is based on calculating the restaurant growth. So let's take a look at the problem statement over here. So assume that you are a restaurant owner and you want to analyze possible expansion that there will be at least one customer every day. Now, basically what you need to do is you just need to write a SQL query to compute the moving average of how much the customer paid in 7 days window. Now the 7 days window will actually be consist of the current day amount including the 6 days before amount. And thereon you just need to return the result table ordered by visited on in ascending order, and the average amount should be rounded to 2 decimal places. Now let's take a look at the input table that we have. So we have the customer information. So the table name is customer and we have the 4 columns in the table. Customer ID, which is the unique identifier for each customer. The name is the name of the customer. Visited on is the date on which the customer has visited. And the amount is nothing but the amount that the customer has paid for that purchase. Now your output table should look like this. So basically here what you want to do is you just want to compute the 7-day moving average of how much customers pay, where the window is the current day plus the previous 6 days. Now here also we want to display the average amount of that particular 7-day moving average in the new column. So here you have 3 columns over here. So the first column is nothing but the visited on, which is showing you this respective date on which the customer has visited, and here which is the sum of amount of the current day including the 6 days before, and here is the average amount. So this is how your output table looks like. Now there is one important thing to note that a day can have multiple rows. Like for example, here if you see for the day 10th of January 2019, it has 2 customers. So a single day can have multiple customers or the multiple rows of the customers information. Okay. So let's just take a look at the input table and the output table in detail over here, and let's see how the output is being derived from this input. Now, if you see what we are doing here is we have 3 columns, visited on column, the amount column and the average amount column. Now, what is this amount column is giving me? It is giving me the 7-day total sum, 7-day total. Okay. Now, which actually includes the current day plus previous 6 days sum. 6 days sum. Okay. Sum of actually this. Now let's see for the visited on 7. Now here for the visited on 7, this is what we have in our output. So here the amount is actually 860, which is nothing but the sum of current, which is nothing but the 50, and the sum of previous 6 days, which is 100 plus 110 plus 120 plus 130 plus 110 plus 140. So these are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are the previous 6 days sum and along with the current day sum. So that is giving me the 7-day total. So this will come out to be 860, and the average will be the average of this amount. Okay, 100 plus 110 plus 120 plus 130 plus 110 plus 140 plus 150 divided by 7. So it will be nothing but the 860 divided by 7 and it will be 122.86. Similarly, let's calculate for the date 8. Now for the date 8, what do we want to do is we again want to compute the rolling sum. Okay, so rolling sum of this, the sum of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sum of this plus this plus 80, and it will give me 840, and 840 divided by 7 will give me 120. And similarly we will be calculating for the next visited on dates, which is 9 and 10. Okay, so that's how you will be deriving your output from this particular input table. So let's now take a look at the problem solving approach that we will actually follow to actually get this output from this input table. So basically what you will be doing in the first step is you will first write a CTE to get the daily revenue, which is nothing but the sum of amount for each visited day. Now why do we need this? Because here, as you can see, that there could be multiple customers for the same visited date. For example, as here you can see, for the 10th of January, we have two customers. Similarly, it can be for it can actually happen since that is your sample data, but in your real data, it could be like multiple customers are coming on the same day. Basically, what you will be computing is you will be computing the daily revenue for each visited date. For example, on date 1, my revenue has come out to be 100. On date 2, it will be the sum of the amount of all the customers that have visited on the second date. But in this case, since it is only Daniel, so here the amount is 110. So similarly, I just want to write a CTE that is actually showing me the date, and the sum of amount, which is nothing but the total amount. Okay, so it will be the total amount. So that's what I will be writing a CTE. So your first step would be to write a CTE to get the daily revenue, which is the sum of amount for each visit date. It should be something like visited date along with the amount. Amount will nothing but the sum of amount. So that's how your table should look like. It should have columns like this. Okay. In the second step, what you will do is you need to compute the rolling 7-day sum using the sum window function over the order dates with the rows preceding and current row. Now, in this case, what you will be doing is here you will simply compute the rolling sum of 7 windows. Okay. Now, the 7 windows will be actually the current window and the 6 preceding windows of it. So here you will be making use of sum window function. So here you will be writing the sum of the amount, or whatever the new column that you will be forming while writing the CTE, that will actually compute the total sum. The sum of on that column over, since we want our dates to be in in the ascending order. So we will be writing order by visited date, and here we will be doing it. We will be doing the sum on the rows between 6 preceding and the current. Okay. And at the last step, what you will be doing is you just need to perform the output ordering and skipping the partial rows using offset. So let's move on to the MySQL server. Thereon, we will be writing the SQL query from this particular input table. Okay, so coming to MySQL Workbench interface, here you can see this is the input table that I have, having 4 columns: customer ID, name, visited on, and amount. So let's now write the SQL query. So first of all, as we discussed, we'll be writing a CTE that will actually give us the total sum for each particular visit date, or the daily revenue for each date. Okay. So let's just write the CTE for that with CTE. I'm just giving the CTE name as CTE only. So here, whatever the column that I want to display, I just want to display the visited date column, visited on column, and here the sum of amount, that will actually be total amount, and this will be from my customer table, and here I should do group by on the visited on column. Why we are doing the group by on the visited on column? Because we want to group all the visits on the same visited on, because it could be like multiple customers have visited on the same dates and have done the purchase. So actually we want to club amount of all the customers into into that same single visited date column. So let's display what this CTE will give me. Select star from CTE. So if I just run this, so as you can see here, it has actually given me the total amount for each visited date column. So here, if I just run my input tables, in the input table, as you can see, there are 2 customers that have come on the date 10th of January, Jhon and Jade, and here the amount has purchased is respectively 130 and 150. So what this CTE will do is, it will actually club these two into single, and it has given us 280, which is nothing but the sum of 130 and 150. So that's what we wanted. Now what we will be doing is, after writing this CTE, now our second step was to actually compute the rolling sum of 7-day window. Okay, so here I will be writing the select, and here what I want to display, I want to display the my output should have 3 columns: visited on, the 7-day rolling sum along with the 7 days rolling average. So visited on. Now to actually compute this 7-day rolling sum, we will make use of sum window function on my total amount column. So I will be actually computing the sum of the total amount. So here sum of total amount now over, since my visited on column should be in the ascending order. So here I will be writing the order by visited on, and it will be definitely by default ascending. So next we want to write rows between 6 preceding. There is some spelling mistake. Preceding and current row. Okay. So it will give me as 7-day rolling sum. Okay. Next, what I want is I also want to compute the 7 days of rolling average. So similarly, I'll be computing here total amount over, and I will be doing the same thing, order by visited on. Why we are doing the order by visited on over here? Because we want to make sure that the visited on column is actually sorted chronologically. It is actually sorted in descending order, because that's what, because we want to compute the sum of previous 6 days along with the current day, that is 7-day rolling sum. So that's why our rows should be ascending. Our rows should be sorted in ascending order, and here also rows between 6 preceding and current row, and it will give me 7-day rolling average. And at last, what do we want? 1 second. Okay. From this CTE. So if I just run this query, what it will give me is, let's see. So it has given me the 7-day rolling sum along with the 7-day rolling average. So if you see my output here, you can see that here we have the output only shows the date 7, 8, 9 and 10. It does not show the previous dates. Why? Because here it should only display the 7-day rolling sum, and here in the case of above rows, it is not actually calculating the 7 days rolling sum. That's why it is only displaying the 7, 8 and 9, 10 days. So let's get back to our SQL query here. So here what I want to do is, I want to skip the first 6 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And here I want to display 7, 8, 9, 10 only. So that I will be doing is by using limit offsets. Limit, it could be 10, and here you just want to you want to skip 6 rows. So I'm writing offset 6. So this is actually the output ordering and skipping the partial rows step, the final step. So whatever the number of rows that you want to display after skipping, you can write it here. I have simply written 10. You can also write 20, or whatever the number of rows that you want to display. In this case, it will be only displaying the 4 rows because we are playing with the sample data over here. So here, if you just run this query, and you can see that you have got your expected output. Now, there is one thing to note, that we want to keep the rolling average only to 2 decimal places. So here you should make use of the round function, round of this comma 2, and it will actually give us to 2 decimal places. So as you can see here, this is my expected output. So I hope you're clear with the solution. What we have done here is, first of all, we have actually written a CTE that will give me the daily revenue for each particular visited date. So, and after that we have simply made use of the sum window function over order by visited on rows preceding 6 rows between 6 preceding and the current row, that is giving me the rolling sum of 7-day rolling sum between the current window and it is actually computing the sum of the current window and the 6 preceding rows. Okay, that is giving us the 7-day rolling sum, and similarly it's computing the average, which is nothing but the average of the amount of the current row and the 6 preceding rows. It is computing us the 7 days rolling average. And at last we want to skip the first 6 rows because we want all full window rows. So we have dropped a few rows that are not computing, that are not calculating the 7-day rolling sum. So that's what we have deleted and skipped, and we have displayed the next upcoming rows that it has. Okay, so I hope you're clear with the solution. That's all for this video, guys. Let's meet in the next video. Thank you and bye bye. See you soon.